been a popular mascot for any team in sports. Perhaps it's our fascination with flight, the elegance and majesty with which they seemingly without effort glide through the air. Well, there will be plenty of effort in this one because when two birds get together and start clawing at each other, feathers are bound to fly. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Ducks will kick it away to start us off. Out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The give. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Setting up the screen. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because
He's going for a big play downfield. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Fakes the grab. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. On the move, it's John. Gets it past the marker. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And on that run, he shows you his speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got
enough space, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll run the option. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker.
Touchdown, Ducks! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
Oregon 14, Auburn 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Teray. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. looking to throw on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll try to do it himself. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll keep it himself. It's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? And the Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. The Tigers have their offense in high gear. They'll move the wide receiver to the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Turner. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Here's a hit. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
The run from the shotgun. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Motion from the back. He'll ride his man on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Using the quick game. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
On 4th down, going to the air. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Running into the open space. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, big update in a top 5 game today. Colorado is ahead early in Boulder, but that's not exactly Cornell Stewart out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over LSU. This could easily be a preview of the playoff, and we promise to keep you posted throughout, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to the ground game on the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. Oh, he's got some space. All the way inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 37, and the chunk play has them threatening.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. They'll try the run. Sweet cut there. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency in getting first.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Coming out with it, it's Toure. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man on the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Toure. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart play.
And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Scrambling away. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Offense facing 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Going for it all. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch.
Turning it on! He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
A strike downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the 1st down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
He's got the tight end. Touchdown, Tigers. And the comeback is on. targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's going to bring this one out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Looking for a gap. It's John. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. They'll ride the hot hand. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Second down, he'll throw it. Immediately fires to the middle. There he goes. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Hauls it in. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the defense getting a hand in there on third down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on for the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back in this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got his man quickly. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively. Their third down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
They punted away on fourth down. He'll haul it in right around the logo. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and
breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Final play of the quarter coming. Touch pass on the run. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wide receiver going in motion. On the move. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
To the air on first down. Lobs it off the back foot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Great job by the defense that time. One of the best things you can do against a team trying to run option is get penetration. Because when you get penetration on the quarterback, you disrupt the relationship between him and the pitch guy. And you saw it happen that time. The pitch guy ends up getting it, but everything's discombobulated. He's way behind the line of scrimmage, nowhere to go, and it's a big negative play.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do.
A shot toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Great job by the defense not falling asleep on that play. Like, you're right there in that fringe area, this part of the field where offenses will get a little bit aggressive and try to throw the football because they kind of think the field's shrinking. It's harder to run. Nice job staying on it, staying disciplined, and executing by this defense.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
And it slips just inside that right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Teray. And the returner will be brought down.
And your Auburn Tigers will take over 1st and 10.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse,
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Offense working from the pistol. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Gets it out quickly. It's a seam wide open. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Ducks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Pulls it in. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on 4th and goal. The snap sets up to throw. Touchdown, Oregon! And the stomping has commenced. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Teray. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. So here comes the Auburn offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking downfield on first down. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. Got some room to run. And he has taken it all the way back.